Howdy, folks. I said last night I wasn't going to be talking about Clarksburg as much unless there was something uh, that I really just thought needed to be said, and there is something. And I think it needs to be put out there by somebody sooner rather than later. There's a narrative going around town that Clarksburg is coming back. It doesn't really sound any different than what we've heard the last 10, 15 years. It's just a new set of people believing it. And some folks who were cynical before now has shifted to being optimistic. During the last election season, they would have had us believe that their demolition program was uber successful. 3 times the rate of Kathy Goings. They got the list down to 0. And it's time to shift gears, maybe get rid of the Waldo and then do some other revitalization programs. At some point now, man, we had fire on Milford Street. The knives came out because we weren't supposed to see through the PR. The second thing we were told, Clarksburg's a cash cow. The economy's roaring back. Clarksburg is growing like never before, or since it hasn't in a long time. And we're going to have a budget surplus this year. Last night I heard the finance director say they're not going to pay pensions in the pension fund this summer because they don't have the cash to do it. And they're going to save a couple $100,000 by not filling seats in the police department. I shouldn't laugh because it's a serious problem. But there's a third piece of this narrative that's starting to come undone. It's one that I bought into. I thought, hey, they really deserve credit for addressing the vagrancy issue. It's dawned on me that it really wasn't them. 9 months into their reign, COVID hit, and the federal government hit people with an eviction moratorium, dropped trillions into the economy to keep people from starving and rioting, keep them in their homes. Clarksburg got something like $10 million, $9 million in CARES Act money. We're still living off of it. It's running out this year. And the money's run out for most of the citizens in eviction moratorium is gone. Now, if you drive around the streets of Clarksburg right now, you will notice vagrancy like you haven't seen in 2 or 3 years. The council took credit for something that wasn't them. We have 9% inflation now thanks to all that spending. Nothing's changed in the underlying reality of Clarksburg except we're two years further down the drain. It's time to face that. Holler at you later.